Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earle from Picks and Parlays, and today we've got another episode of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle, breaking down this 9-game NBA slate. Before we jump into it, though, if you guys are interested in all my premium plays over on the site, NBA #1 on the site, although it has been a little bit rough lately. I am 2-2 today, and I'm still waiting on the result of the Nuggets game. I have the over in that one, so waiting to see how that one goes. But we're currently 2-2 for the day, including hitting my best bet yesterday, which was the over in the Detroit Pistons game. So that was a nice little best bet winner. I'll have a best bet in this video as well. But if you guys are interested in that, check out the 1-week pass for $70, picksandparlays.net/Tim for your 1-week NBA all pass. Let's go ahead and jump into it because we'll be starting off with the Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers are 7.5-point faves with a total of 221.5 in this game. Looking at the two sides, the Raptors have been a little bit rough lately. They've actually lost 5 straight games, not covering in all of them because they were actually favorites in 4 out of the 5, having a little bit of a rough go at it. On the opposite side, you get the Sixers, who actually have covered in 4 straight games, including winning 4 straight games, looking pretty nice lately. But when I looked at this one, I'm not laying 7.5 points on a team. I will say I'm going to go under in this game. It would be a lean towards the Sixers, but I'm not laying more than 7 points. I'm going to go under. I feel like the Sixers are just going to slow down this pace enough. The Sixers, although they have been more of a over team lately, including going over in 5 out of their last 6 games, I think this one's going to be a little bit of a slower game where the first one to about 100, 105 wins this game. So we're going to go ahead and take the Raptors, Sixers under the total. Jazz and the Cavs are going to go at it. The Cavaliers are 5.5-point favorites with a total of 223 in this one. My best bet for the NBA is on the total in this game. We will have a play on the side, but the total available once again, picksandparlays.net/Tim. If you guys are interested in that, my best bet will be on the total in this one. But for the free pick here, the Cavs are 5.5-point favorites, and this is just a simple kind of system play at this point, and that is grabbing the Cavaliers at home. They are 14-2 at home this year. 11-4-1 against the spread, so they have been really, really solid home team against a Utah Jazz team that's really struggled on the road, 6-10 this year. So when it comes down to it, although we always love taking the Jazz as a dog, it's going to be the Cavaliers minus the 5.5 that will get the call in this one. The Orlando Magic are going up against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are 8-point favorites in this one. 228.5 is the total. You get the Orlando Magic coming off of 2 big wins. Sorry, they've won 6 straight games. The Orlando Magic are on fire. They've won their last 2 against Boston in Boston. This has been a very impressive Orlando Magic team lately. And the Hawks should not be this big of favorites. I am going to be on the Magic. This is actually one of my more favorite plays of the day. The Magic have just been so solid lately. Still no DeJounte Murray for the Hawks. The Hawks have not covered in 3 out of their last 5 and 5 out of their last 7. I think this is a little bit of a mismatch. I think it's too many points, and I think the Magic have a shot to win this one outright again and pull off another upset. But for the video, we'll go ahead and we'll take the Magic plus the 8 points. The Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be going at it. The Timberwolves are 3.5-point dogs in this one. Mavericks favorited on the road. 228.5 is the total. And when I looked at this one, it's another one of those system plays. I know the T-Wolves are currently playing right now, but the Dallas Mavericks should not be favorited on the road. Not even close. I'm going to go ahead and grab some Timberwolves home dog. The Mavericks are 3-10 on the road this year, and they're favorited. No thank you on that one. I'll go ahead and grab myself some Minnesota Timberwolves action plus the 3 and a hook. we'll keep on rolling because the Portland Trailblazers are in Oklahoma City taking on the Thunder. The Trailblazers are 2.5-point favorites. 230.5 is the total in this game. And looking at them, Portland has been really good against the spread this year. So has Oklahoma City. They've been I believe Portland is the best team against the spread this year. And I believe Oklahoma City is a top 3 team against the spread this year. And when it came down to it, I grabbed the home dog. I think the Thunder have a shot to win this one outright. You're telling me that a team is 17-3 is only a 2.5-point favorite on the road against Oklahoma City, who is 12-18 this year? Yeah, go ahead and feed me up some of that Oklahoma City Thunder action plus the 2.5. Once again, if you guys are interested in grabbing all of my plays, which are up the night before, check out the 1-week NBA pass on picksandparlays.net. Only $70 for a week. Number 1 on the site. And that will take us into the game of the year. Oh, God. The Spurs and the Rockets. And this one is ugly. 2 of the worst teams in the league. A combined 18-40 record. But yeah, I found a play for this one. I'm going to go under. And the main reason why is these 2 teams are awful offensively. You look at the Spurs, 109.9 points a game. That is 26th in the league. Their defense is pretty much dead last, but I don't know. On the opposite side, 109 points a game for the Rockets. Yeah, this one's going to be an ugly game, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the under in this one between the Spurs and the Rockets. We'll keep on moving. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing, didn't I? Anyways, we'll move on to the next game. Pelicans are hosting the Bucks. The Bucks are 2.5-point favorites. 222.5 is the total in this game. Pelicans are coming off of a couple of rough games, I will say, because they lost I think they've lost 3 straight games at this point. But they're the good opponents, the Suns, and back-to-back to the Jazz. Before that, they'd won 4 straight. Before that, they'd won 7 straight games. So this is a team that caught fire and then just slowed down a little bit. Milwaukee on a little bit of a rough stretch lately, although they did win against Utah last game. Before that, they had lost 2 out of their last 3. And whenever you look at it, a 21-8 Bucks team is plus money. Yeah, go ahead and give me the Pelicans minus the 2.5. I think that's the play for this one. I gave this one out a free pick video earlier on Picks and Parlays, but this is a Pelican spot minus the 2.5. We'll go ahead and ride with them at home. Lakers and the Suns will be the next matchup we go after, and the Suns are 7.5-point favorite. 231 is the total in this game, and the Suns 13-3 at home this year. They've been a really, really good home team. Although the Suns had struggled for a good chunk of December, they are a little bit better now. They've won their last 2 games. Lakers are the Lakers. They won their last game versus Denver. Nice home win there. But when it comes to it, I'm just going to take this one under. I think it's just too many points. I know the Lakers are actually scoring a decent chunk of points. I just see this one being more of a defensive game, slow-paced game, because normally that's what we see out of the Suns and the Lakers. Plus, the Lakers are still yet to play tonight against the Wizards, so they'll be on a second leg of a back-to-back. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron maybe sat out with the second leg. Also, Anthony Davis out as well for a chunk of time. So looking at that one, I'm going to go ahead and take the under. Final game of the day, and this one was a little bit weird because in the beginning of the season, if somebody told me that the Kings would be a 9-point favorite, I would have said that they were crazy because they are 9-point favorites against the Hornets, and the total is a 240 in this game. It makes sense to a point. Hornets are 3-11 on the road this year. They have been absolutely dreadful, but there's no way I'm backing the Kings at a -9. So for this one, I did something a little bit different, and I did a teaser. So I'm going to take the Kings minus the 3 points, and I'll take it over the 234. I do think this could be a high-scoring game, but 240 is just a little bit too much that I want to go after. I think the Kings win this game. I think they win it by margin. Charlotte is playing tonight, so I think they'll be a little bit tired, but I think the tiredness will show more on defense, and the Kings will score in this one. I think they drop a good chunk of points on them. We're going to take the over and a -3 for the Kings as a little bit of a teaser to finish off the night. That is everything for Balling Out with Timothy Earle. Make sure you guys check out the picksandparlays.net website for the 1 week NBA pass. But that's going to do it for this one. I thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NBA.